Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Lisa, Dillon here with you, ready for the weekend. We'll get your weekend forecast in a minute, but of course, we always like to remind you, we're live on Facebook every weekday morning. It stays on your feed, though, throughout the day, so you can watch it whenever it works best for you, and we also make it into a podcast. You can find that at inform.com/podcast. Look for the Inform Minute or anywhere you find your podcasts. Once again, this morning, very chilly outside.
Yeah, another chilly morning. Temperatures upper 40s to low 50s. This morning in western North Dakota, some end-on stations recorded temperatures low as 34 degrees. That's chilly. It's early August. It's August 9th, right? Yeah, 9th.
Yeah.
That's chilly. It's, in fact, the National Weather Service in Bismarck issued its first ever frost advisory for portions of western North Dakota for the month of August. They never issued a frost advisory in the month of August before last night. So
Yeah, breaking news, a story we don't want to hear.
no, not at all. Not
Like
at
you're
all.
talking like the Hettinger area, right? That's
Yeah,
where
yeah,
you're
around the
talking?
Hettinger area up there in a frost advisory this morning. So we'll have to see how many reports of frost come. It's too early. You know, crops are still growing, or
Right.
it's nearing the end. But frost in early August is never good. For us here, though, eastern side of the state, northwestern Minnesota, another cloudy day, another cool day. Ogtember continues. That's
Gotta explain that.
Yeah, so Ogtember I made up this morning. We're in the month of August, but it feels like September. So Ogtember.
Ogtember. Now I had to say October because you were kind of saying even some mornings
Yeah.
like October.
Yeah, like tomorrow morning
So,
temperatures.
we'll just start with the
Yep, start with timber.
Ogtember.
Yeah. We'll get to Tober probably soon.
all these new words.
Exactly. Today, northwest breeze 10 to 20, gusting to 25. Not as windy as yesterday. Still a good breeze though. And a couple of stray raindrops are possible, but nothing heavy. Tonight's going to be cool. I don't think we'll have low 30s. That looks unlikely, but we probably will have some temperatures in the middle to low 40s, and a couple isolated upper 30s are possible, which is pretty chilly.
Yeah.
We'll see about that. Stay tuned to the forecast. I'm thinking it's possible in a few spots, but it will not be widespread. So watch the forecast tonight for the details on that. And then tomorrow, chilly start, but a nice afternoon.
Improving.
A lighter wind, northwest 5 to 15, sunshine, low 70s. And then Sunday looks gorgeous. Middle 70s, plenty of sunshine, partly cloudy skies, really no wind. It's going to be a nice day. And then upper 70s to low 80s moving on into next week with scattered thunder showers Tuesday through Thursday.
So yes, the 80s will be back. Just have to wait till next week.
Summer is not done.
Okay. And you broke this down for us this morning, but can we talk about it again? Because everyone's like, we're talking 30s and 40s.
Yep.
We're like, that's so weird. That never happens
Yeah.
here. But it does.
So yeah, the 60s in August for high temperatures, they do happen. I mean, in fact, Fargo and Grand Forks both average 3 60-degree days in August each year. So far, Grand Forks has had one 60-degree day this month. Fargo has had 3. So today, if our forecast holds true of 68 or 67, that would be 4 days. We would have temperatures in the 60s in August. And of course, we're in the beginning of the month, but you know, it's just something to think about, and we'll see. We are expecting warmer weather after today, back in the 70s and 80s, so maybe this is the one cold spell or cool spell of August. But it's not super uncommon.
Not unheard of.
No, it is August. It's cooler than July. It's just usually those 60-degree temperatures, if we get them in August, they come towards the end of the month, not the beginning. You know, so usually
It's been a weird summer, though.
it has been a weird summer. It's been cool, and it was hot, and then it was cool again. Oh well, that's weather.
All right. Thank you, Dillon.
You bet.
Back to your news headlines this morning. Today is Savanna Greywind Day in Fargo. Greywind would have turned 29 years old today, but of course, as you know, she was murdered in 2017 when she was 8 months pregnant. Fargo City leaders say Greywind's life and her tragic death call attention to the need for missing and murdered Indigenous women's awareness and justice initiatives. Mayor Tim Mahoney declared today as a statewide celebration of the life that Savanna lived each year on her birthday, which is August 9th, as well as the life of her daughter. A woman lured Greywind into her apartment and cut her unborn child from her womb. That attack killed Greywind, but her daughter survived. Despite pleading guilty to traveling overseas to have sex with young boys, a former North Dakota state senator is not in prison this morning. Normally, once a guilty plea is made for this type of charge, the defendant is taken into custody. However, the judge allowed 80-year-old Ray Holmberg to leave the courthouse with conditions of release due to his ongoing health issues. Holmberg admitted that he traveled from North Dakota to the Czech Republic to have sex with teenagers. The age of sexual consent in the Czech Republic is 15, but according to U.S. law, It is illegal to travel to another country to have sex with anyone under the age of 18. Under a plea agreement, he'll serve a little more than 3 years in prison. If you want to read more on this case, check out this story on Inforum.com. People in a South Fargo neighborhood say they're worried for their pets' safety. They say foxtails are taking over and the weeds can be toxic to humans and animals. WDAY News spoke with a local veterinarian who tells us the plant also has barbs that can get stuck in your pet's paw, nose, or mouth. Now, we talked to a South Fargo homeowner who says they're trying to manage the foxtail that's blowing into their yards, but their pets are still suffering. Now, the property in question that has all the foxtails is owned by Goldmark. We have reached out to them, but we have not yet heard back. Well, you now have a new place to get a chicken sandwich in town starting today. Dave's Hot Chicken is opening its first location in North Dakota. It opens at 10:30 this morning. It's at the intersection of 45th Street and 17th Avenue North. It's actually going to be in the same little strip mall as Chipotle and Panda Express. The restaurant offers Nashville-style chicken tenders along with other types of chicken. It can be spiced up, but if you pick the spiciest option, just a heads up, it's called Reaper, and you do have to sign a liability waiver before you dig in. So let us know if you try that one. Big national headline today, we do now know there will be at least one presidential debate between Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump. The two have agreed to face off on ABC, so you'll be able to watch it on WDAY. Trump previously backed out of the debate after President Joe Biden dropped out of the race, but it's back on. Meanwhile, former President Trump is on the campaign trail today, the first time for this week. He has a rally in Montana, and Harris will be in Arizona campaigning today. Hot Mike with Don Izzo is coming up here at 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra, also on Inforum.com. Today, the biggest series of the year for the Twins begins with a doubleheader against Cleveland. Corey Provis joins the show to preview the showdown with the Guardians. Plus, we're now a week into UND's fall camp. Head coach Bubba Schweigert gives an update on some position battles, including quarterback. So you won't want to miss that discussion. Hot Mike is live from 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra and Inforum.com. And remember, you can get that all-access pass with your Inforum.com subscription. All the deals we have right now on your Inforum.com subscription, 99 cents a month for your first 3 months. Just go to Inforum.com/subscribe to get that deal. And join us this afternoon. We have you covered. Our next newscast is at 11 this morning, then 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. And, of course, we'll be here for you throughout the weekend. And First News will be back, our weekday team, from 5 to 7 Monday morning. Have a great weekend, everyone.